Hey, are you good at knowing stuff? Well, everyone's an expert in something. Don't believe me? Well, you should, because I won $9 playing movie trivia. FleetWit is a trivia app where it pays to know movies. I mean, it actually pays. Challenge players in one-on-one trivia battles in over 250 different categories. Whether you're a sports fan or a Disney nut, there's something for everyone on FleetWit. Try it now. Enter code Doug at checkout for 20 free credits. Download FleetWit from the App Store or go to fleetwit.com/Doug to start winning today. Hey everybody. Welcome to Great Dog Sledding Winnipeg's Happy. That was from Timothy O'Connell on Patreon. And we're going to do a new thing for Patreon members. We're going to start answering your questions live on the show. So be sure to sign up for Patreon, become a 420 Club member there at patreon.com/gettingdoug. Doug plugs. On Friday, October 26th, I'll be doing stand-up at the Silver Haze Cannabis Convention and Comedy Fest in Tacoma, Washington. That should be super fun. I'll be at the Punchline in San Francisco on Halloween and stand up live in Phoenix, Arizona on Thursday, November 8th. But for all of my dates and deets, go to douglovesmovies.com and sit back and relax because it's time for a Weed is Legal in Canada Day marathon right here. Oh, thank you. I didn't expect that. Enjoy the show. Hey! Blast off! It's Canada Day! In a way. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, just because weed's legal in Canada now doesn't make it Canada Day, right?
So do we take our original Canada Day and then call this Canada Day?
Day Plus?
Canada Day 2.0.
Yeah, I like it. Or, I mean, I guess they could come up with something about it, you know, legal day or something.
Cannabis Day.
Oh my goodness, that's awful.
That's too much.
Cannabis Day.
Justin
Perfect.
Trudeau Day.
This is
right?
episode.
Yeah,
we should call it JT Day.
Yeah.
This is episode 1 of what looks to be, based on the guests we have coming in, a 4-episode marathon.
Oh boy.
Of the show. Where I'll be going through all the normal things we do in one episode. We've been doing 2 episodes a week lately because we pre-tape one, but these we're going to go live for all 4 of these. So we should be here for the next 3 hours. But joining us for the first 45 minutes of my marathon is Steph Tolev, who's been on the show before. Let's hear it for her.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And welcome her back.
Welcome
Thank you so much.
Our newbie Jon Dore is here, everybody.
Oh, first time.
Yeah, broke my cherry. Happy Cannabis Day. How are we saying it? Cannabis. We'll figure it out by the end of the day. Thanks for having me, by the way.
I appreciate you doing this. I can't believe we've been doing the show for 5 years. Where have you been hiding?
Well, we've tried to arrange it before.
We have.
We have, but I don't think it worked. Schedules didn't work out.
Every time it would come up, they'd say, Jon Dore, and I'd go, I know him, and I don't think I've ever smoked weed with him.
Well, I'll tell you. Can I tell a story about San Francisco? We did once.
We did?
A lot.
Really?
Yes.
No memory.
See, that's why I don't remember
recollection.
smoking with you, because I smoked so much with you.
When you did arrive for the show, I do remember saying, "Hey, Doug," and then you went, "Hey, man." And then I'm like, "John." He goes, yeah. And then I remember, this is my favorite part, you go, "Where are you going?" I said, "Just outside." He goes, and you said, "Where am I going?" Which was a great question to ask.
It's a great question.
You're asking
That's
where
right.
the green, that's your way of asking where the green room was. So yeah, it just sounded a little more existential and philosophical.
Where am I going?
Where am I going?
Very memorable you were to him.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was
memory.
a great night. It was a New Year's Eve in Chicago, in San Francisco.
New Year's Eve in San Francisco. Okay.
Well,
You have no idea. You just told
matter.
what
I mean, I
did
did so many New Year's Eve San Francisco shows.
is
That
that
was
right?
like my favorite spot for
like four or
for
five
New
years
Year's
ago.
Eve shows.
Yeah.
Because New Year's Eve shows are, terrible.
Notoriously, except for San Francisco.
It's such a great place
Yeah.
that, of course, you're going to have a fun time on New Year's.
Yeah, except we almost got hit over the head. Not you, but Tommy Johnigan and I almost got hit over the head with a bottle on the way home. But that's okay. Let's move on to something pleasant. Because today's an important day. Canada turns 25. No, what's happening today in Canada?
Today is when marijuana is completely legal throughout all of Canada.
Interesting, isn't it?
I think there's some different rules for different parts of Canada.
Yeah.
I don't have them on my pieces of paper here.
I've done a bit of research.
Oh, wait. Here, I do have some. You did
Okay.
some research?
Well, barely. I was curious.
What
I was
is-
just in Calgary, so this is all the rage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're wondering about different ages. Different, they're considering even potentially raising it to 21 in Quebec. I don't know if that's going to go through, but Quebec was going to be 18,
Okay.
the age. But they're considering raising that to 21. I don't think that'll be the case, but 19 most other places. And I think in Ontario, for the first, until August 1st, you can only get it online.
And there's a...
That's the login.
I just realized, when I talk, there's long pauses after what I say. Are you reflecting on the genius of what I've said, or is it just the stupidity of my remark?
I don't know. I was about to speak when you spoke about how long the pause was. So we're just maybe we're just in different time zones or something. But all the guests on the show today are going to be Canadians.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All comedians
You're all
too,
welcome.
I believe.
You're all welcome.
Yeah. So we just put out the alert that we wanted to get all and I thought all the Canadians would be up there celebrating.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
Like, when's the next time you're going to be back in Canada
I'm there next week. I
to,
couldn't
to
go.
take advantage
Yeah.
of this new?
Next week I'm there,
Okay.
but not for
Well, that's
that.
good. That's exciting. You'll
Which
be
part
up
are you
there.
going to? Where are you going to be?
Vancouver.
Okay.
Oh, well. Yeah.
And I mean, they were
Already, they're already
they
smoking.
were already
there.
there was already a weed town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
already a heroin town, let's be honest. Yeah. There's a lot of legal stuff going on up there.
Well, government stores are going to sell weed in some
that-
places.
Okay?
That's interesting.
What are government stores?
It's like MedMen in
What?
a way, but like an official MedMen. Don't you feel like that's what it's going to be like? You know the store MedMen in the States? Don't you
Yeah.
feel like it'll be very much like that? Controlled, organized, that approach. Like
Yeah.
it'll feel like you're going into a Mac store kind of thing.
But MedMen isn't run by our government.
No, it's not run by the government. I feel like it'll have that kind of environment though.
Yeah, and they're going to have, in some places they'll have private stores, and then other places have a mix of private and government. I mean, I don't know. We'll see
How does that work?
We'll see how
A
that
mix of
works.
private and government. So the government stores, because is the goal? I thought the goal here was to reduce crime, obviously, right? One of the major goals in their platform when it came to
Sure.
legalizing marijuana was like, let's get the crime world out of it. Let's
Yeah.
get the crime syndicate. Let's destroy the FLQ.
We should be smoking by the way.
Yeah,
remember the front-
I think
the-
I need to get a high
remember
listen
the
to
front
this,
liberation
whatever he's
to
saying
Quebec?
right now.
But I
should
think that was
smoke
the
some
goal.
stuff.
But if the government gets
take
involved
any
and the
of
prices are jacked up, well, then won't that not have the desired effect?
But that they allow some private places to sell it too. It'll be interesting
I
to
see,
see how
yeah,
those two
interesting.
come together.
Okay.
And as of today, you can only get fresh or dried flower, seeds, and plants, and oil will be available at some point. And I think edibles, they won't be able to sell those until next year. I don't know the date on that. We might have to have another special show. Edibles are legal in Canada now.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you nailed it, John. The legal age for marijuana use is 19 in
You can
most
have one
places.
of these. You don't have to use my disgusting
yeah.
one unless you want to suck my lips.
18 in Quebec.
18 in
it's
Quebec.
sucky
Yeah.
lips.
All right, so
over
this
here.
one's going to be your private pipe.
So we
your
walking
private
because there's
one.
lip gloss on it and it's still going.
Doug,
Okay.
what do we have here? What are these different types here? What do we have? Are
We
they all the
have
same?
we put sativa in all of them because
Okay.
most of our guests prefer sativa.
I was gonna set. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
we'll do that.
And it's
But do you-
Northern
do you-
Haze is what it's called.
Do you also have a non-sativa or no?
You got an indica called
Indica?
Outer Space.
Can I start with some of that, or
Yeah, please.
Yeah, and then get into the sativa.
Sure.
Or I'll start with the sativa, then we'll get into that.
All right.
Yeah.
Any
Let's
way
do
you
it.
want to do
Yeah.
it.
A lot of options.
But when you're ready for it, the indica's here, and you can just load it into this. This is a fun pipe here.
Oh yeah.
It's always a good
Oh.
time,
I know what that's for.
right?
What's it for?
Smoking weed, baby.
Weed out of
Just
it.
checking. Just checking.
Baby.
Yeah, so 18 in Quebec and then 19 everywhere else.
Yeah.
So like same as liquor.
And
But
you can possess and carry and share with other adults up to 30 grams. Yeah, that's a lot to be
a lot. That's
carrying
good.
around and
What is
sharing.
this? 7.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that makes sense, right? So over 30, I feel like they wouldn't. But here, okay, let's go back to for a second, if you don't mind. So the 30 grand, I don't think this is really going to change much. I mean, it feels like it's going to be the same kind of place. I don't know anyone that's ever been arrested for smoking a joint in my entire life in Canada, or possessing.
No.
Very little bits, little
I think
amounts.
very little is going to change, other than just this. The stigma will be gone. Like people will be less worried about smoking
Yes,
publicly.
stigma will be gone.
I used to go behind the building when I was performing in Canada. Now I'll just do it right out in
I feel
front of
like
the building.
this is where I feel like you're still going to have to go behind the building
Yeah,
because
because
even though
you still don't want to be blowing it on children.
why?
Well,
Where are the
because
shows you're doing?
I do all my
Just
pot
filled with
smoking.
kids outside.
I blow
Where the
all
hell
my
are you doing
pot in
shows?
children's faces.
I really, I was gonna say why, but I can't think of a
It's
good
hard to
reason
figure out a
not
good reason
blow it
not
into
to.
children's faces.
Doug loves blowing
But I was going to
children.
say the
That's what
stigma
we
may
all
be gone, but I think the hysteria will be through the roof because now I think they fear that everyone under the sun will be smoking pot. So I think now they're going to be even more concerned for the first little while. Anyway, that's my prediction. We'll see. So I think it'll be acceptable, but there'll be some hysteria, man.
Yeah, I guess there'll be some people that just don't want, change. But it seems like, especially when you're outside, like the smell just sort of, goes away quickly enough. And like they've been doing great with it in Amsterdam for forever.
Yeah.
But you have designated places. Halifax, Nova Scotia, they're going to have designated toking zones.
Okay.
I'm already looking forward to what that sign is going to
Oh
look like.
yeah.
And
Defaced immediately.
And by toking zone, this is an outside. It's like being herded into that area by the airport with the smoking cans, right? Like a smoking zone is not going to be a pleasant hangout in Halifax. It's going to be a place where you herd humans like sheep into a pen, right?
They're going to allow...
That many people are going out smoking at once. 30 people. Let's go. We're going to smoke, and they all just run outside.
And a bearded man with a staff will bring you out there, and then you'll smoke. It'll be
Sheepdog.
lovely.
Yes.
Or a woman.
In Ontario, British Columbia, and Alberta, people will be able to smoke weed wherever smoking cigarettes is allowed. So that's interesting. So when there's like a designated cigarette area, you could just join them and smoke your weed.
Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense. And it seems like that's the way it goes anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Great rules.
I'm loving all of
I
this.
think we're doing real
it's
good.
all-
I'm very excited about it.
I can't imagine. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to find out. Like, do we have a live feed to Canada somehow? Is that possible in this?
People in Canada are
just-
watching it as we speak.
But can I FaceTime someone right now and find out? Hey, have the buildings burned down? Is everything okay?
Is everything okay? Yeah, we should
Yeah.
check in on them.
No one,
You're
yeah,
right.
no one's checked.
We do
have
have
no idea.
some guests, some surprise guests that the plan is that they're going to Skype into the
Okay,
show
great. So we'll leave that. I apologize.
from there. Yeah.
Well, we'll leave
So
that.
Really
we've
ruined
got
that
that all
bit.
worked out already.
New bit.
Theoretically. It's your first time on the show, John, so we have to talk to you briefly about, and it's especially pertinent today, having, being from Canada. What's your high history like? How did you get started smoking weed?
Well, I don't smoke that much, to be honest with you. I'll go on a tear every now and then, but my high history was plenty in high school, then thought, this isn't helping my life. and then stopped it. And then I'll smoke. I like intense situations, like right before I go on stage or doing surgery. No, but before I go on stage, I love getting high. So my history is on and off. Never loved it. I'm more of a give me something from a lab, synthetically designed. That's more my style, if you want the truth. But I'll get high every now and then, sure. But but my history would be
That's why I didn't think of you as somebody that smokes pot, because if I've run into you on more than one occasion, not just in San Francisco.
7.
And 7 times.
Yeah.
And we never smoked at any of those times.
We smoked, yes, we did.
One time.
One of those times.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the one time we did.
Yeah.
But we smoked, that's all we did all night.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
There were probably other people there.
True, yeah. So you did not pay much attention to me and my behavior. Whereas I was doing everything to draw everyone's attention to
sometimes
me.
I'll be hanging out with Rory Scovel and think it's you. Congratulations on the new kid, by the way.
Thank you so much. I hung out with Rory Scovel and thought he was me.
Right?
So, yeah.
You guys could be brothers in something.
In something.
Brothers that got separated, and one grew up in Canada, one grew up in the United
Write
States.
it.
So you don't have to, hide your
Write it out.
accent.
Well, you just created it.
Have you ever played a role where you had to hide your accent?
Hide my accent?
Yeah. Or just cross out every time the word sorry comes up? Because that's the one where it's a real giveaway.
Sorry, it's giveaway. What's your giveaway? Is it about?
Sorry. No,
It is
people
sorry?
think I sound like I'm from New York.
I don't say sorry as much as I used to anyway. I'm Americanizing. So I usually just go deal with it.
Yeah.
But I will say this.
That's way better.
But when I do go to Canada and I come back to the United States, I'm full-on Canadian. Like my friends think I've had a stroke. It is that bad. Because you've been to Ottawa Valley, right? It's rural. Oh, sorry, Ottawa.
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
The Ottawa Valley surrounds Ottawa. It's a very rural place, like Renfrew, Arnprior. So the language up there is fucking, fuck is, can I swear in this show? Yeah. Every couple of words is fuck in Canada. And that's not a joke.
That's real.
Like my friend Dan will say, and he's a teacher, he will say, when the fuck did you get, how the fuck long have you been fucking here, fuck? Like that's a real sentence that he will say.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly acceptable by everyone else. Everyone's like, yeah, where the fuck have you fucking been fucking from? Anyway, we swear a lot, and what was the point of this? No, what were you asking me? Canada?
That's a great question.
It is a good one.
It was about you losing your accent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So then I come back
pilot.
down here. Thank you. I come back down here, and if I get on set for anything, if I'm lucky enough, and I'm on set, you will always hear the director yell, Canadian! Offset.
Right.
Implying I've just said hoose or a boot or sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been tough for me in
Oh,
LA.
wow. I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Such a sad,
That's a lot.
sad tale.
That's a lot, yeah.
Well, we're going to spend the next segment learning a little bit about some of the things that are going on with marijuana, not just here, but of course in Canada. And
Let's talk about it.
exactly. Let's talk about it right after these messages. Hey guys, have you been having some problems getting your mojo going? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I know lots of men who've had problems with the motion of their ocean. Sexual performance issues are more common than you think, but thanks to science, ED can be optional with 4hims.com. 4hims is a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. They connect you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat ED, and you can get it without leaving your home. No waiting room, no awkward in-person doctor visits, and then the products are shipped directly to your door. Just answer a few quick questions and chat with a doctor for confidential review. Try Hims for a month today and get started for just $5 while supplies last. See website for full deets. This would cost hundreds if you went to a doctor or a pharmacy. Go to 4hims.com/DougED. That's forhims.com/DougED. 4hims.com/DougED. Facial life. Hey, we're back. We're doing it. We're marathoning in honor of, get the flags going, in honor of Canada legalizing weed today. Yeah. And hey, if you're in Canada right now, spit out that edible. Not legal for another year. I don't know how that works. Not for sale for another year, I'm sure.
But you're in charge of telling them to spit them out.
I mean, who gets in trouble for edibles in anywhere?
I know.
You know,
How's that?
you know what is this? Is this drugs? No, it's a cookie.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let you go this time. But
You damn cookie eater. But Alicia's here with Pot Topics.
I am. Hot topics.
hot topic.
Hot topics.
I said it.
Yeah, I know.
Did the clapping cover it up?
Don't say it again.
I can't believe this is happening on
Oh,
Canada.
why? What
Day.
happened?
They did?
Oh, we have
Okay,
confirmation.
we just
I
couldn't
missed
hear
it
it.
too.
Yeah, we were clapping.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah. When I say Pot Topics, you suddenly hear.
Hot topics.
Oh, I see.
Worth it. Hey, so marijuana is legal in Canada today.
Yeah.
So,
Oh shit! Slipped my mind.
surprise. So a little history on how that came to be. Medical marijuana has been legal there since 2001. And that's totally thanks to Justin Trudeau. And he started campaigning nearly 5 years ago for it. Well, yeah, so now forecasters are predicting that legalized recreational marijuana will pull about $4 billion. And taxes are about $1 a gram or 10% of total sale, whichever is higher.
Sounds like a lot.
Right, but
a lot,
when the
it's a lot.
government-owned stores, it feels like it's even more would go to the
Government.
government.
Like a racket of sorts.
Yeah. Do we know the numbers on that?
Of how much what? Sorry. You're saying the government ones versus the
Yeah.
private ones?
And can we find out a few other things about our government? Just in general, like
How big Justin
parking
Trudeau's
laws
dick
in Ottawa.
is.
What?
Oh,
Well, yeah,
sorry.
if you can get
No,
there,
we're on the
yeah.
same page
I was
there.
going to say that.
Let me find the right card here.
Oh, she has the
But
dick.
Canada, yeah.
She doesn't know anything about your parking laws.
I don't know your parking laws.
Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. I'll get in touch with my local councillor when I get back home.
Yeah, follow back on us.
But let's
with
be clear,
this.
it's Justin Trudeau did not help with medical marijuana in 2001. He was strong about pushing through this one, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
yes, because he
yes.
started campaigning in general 5
That's
years
right.
ago.
And with
Campaigned
that,
on it.
yeah,
That's
he
why
campaigned
he's
on
in
it, yeah.
charge now.
Yeah.
Because of that one campaign issue.
Because he figured it out.
Yeah.
Hey, this thing everyone likes, what if?
Well, it
Let's
was
let
after
everybody have
Colorado-
a thing they like.
After
Yeah.
Colorado and Washington legalized, he kept trying to follow their structure
Were
because
they
he believed
the
it was
first
working.
state here? They were.
Washington,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, Washington was.
Wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Colorado and Washington, I
Colorado
think,
was
must
first?
probably flip the same time.
Probably pretty close. Yeah. Well, this is exciting news.
Oh,
this
another pot
week,
topic, you guys.
Another one. This week, the U.S. government reversed a previous decision to allow Canadian pot workers to visit the U.S. Because back in September, they said that if you worked with marijuana at all, you were not allowed to cross the border.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I feel,
You agree with this so much? Yep.
now I
That's
feel-
right. That's
She
right.
reported on that story a few months
wasn't,
ago,
yes.
and now I feel bad for anybody watching reruns of that episode because they're
shocked
going to think they're not going to be able to get
misled.
back into the country. It's going to scare them. But yeah, they had this weird thing where
They
you
reversed it. Yeah.
you
yeah.
couldn't get back. You couldn't get into the States.
Yeah.
Even if you what was it admitted to being a pot smoker?
I think it was
like if you
beyond-
just mentioned it.
I think it was beyond that. It was even like if you have stocks in pot-related companies, you
think it
weren't
was
even
all of the
allowed in.
above.
Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was crazy. But yeah, of course they came around on that. And what a bizarre rule! Like you're flying from Canada to California, no difference whatsoever.
I do have to note, though, they can only do it if they say they're traveling for non-marijuana related reasons.
Oh, so they can't even say. So what if someone?
It doesn't go
can't go
anywhere on a
for a trip.
non-marijuana related reason. I am fucked.
But what if someone were to go in and say, like, yeah, I don't smoke marijuana, but oh, wait a minute, even worse. What about like CBD oils? Was that part of the deal? No.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Children, no. Tell me the past has changed. Oh, it has. All right.
It
yeah,
has
I can calm
changed.
down.
Yeah, this is
But
great now.
The
That's all good.
Yeah, we don't have to be accurate about what's not a thing anymore.
No, it's just imagining children with seizures in like the United States going, nope, sorry,
Yeah.
you're not walking in here.
Well, that's what the United States was
The United
doing.
States
for a long time.
is a mean place
That's
right
what I
now.
was, yeah.
I mean, the U.S. was denying their own citizens access to that if there were children having seizures for a long time. So.
I know, it was a sad day. I didn't like any of those days.
Yeah,
I really
mean,
thought I was
sad
bringing
days.
this positive news story,
We're all
and this is
very
where you
upset
took it
now.
out.
It's just sad.
Pumped
It's just sad that anyone couldn't get into this great country. I just love this country so much. It's so dynamic from east to west.
Do you want to talk about Utah?
No, we're doing
Hot topics?
hot topics. Thank you.
Yeah, we are doing a hot topic.
I know, I
about
apologize.
Utah.
They got this derailed.
Utah's getting on board?
Well, they're trying to pass medical now.
Good for them.
Yeah, that is great. The U.S. governor has called for a meeting to set guidelines for medical marijuana, whether or not the bill passes. Which really seems to indicate to me that they're expecting it to pass. I'm sorry to talk about America too much on your important Canada show, but to go over some of the other voting taking place November 6th, because I do want to start touching upon this.
We got to get more people voting here in the States on these various, how many of them are there?
So for medical, Utah, the vote is on Proposition 2. In Missouri, you are Prop C. For recreational, there's 2 states as well, Michigan, Prop 1, and North Dakota is Measure 3.
And North Dakota and Michigan already have medical.
They have medical,
Also
they're trying to go
responsible.
recreational.
Yes,
You don't
go
need to have one. We're just
recreational.
trying to support voting.
No, I agree 100%. 100%. Yeah.
I can't believe
Yeah,
there's
sorry to
also-
bore you guys with
Not
this.
at all, not at all. It's just I have a green card. I don't know how to. I wouldn't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. Do you vote here in America? No, start at the
always
very beginning
well.
with me. All right.
There's also some local decriminalization trying to happen in Dayton, Ohio. Although
Nice.
separately, the entire state of Ohio is going to try to decriminalize.
Now, what do you mean
Wisconsin
nice?
will be county
Because
by
of
county.
Dayton, or just in
Dayton
general?
brought up
that's
some
nice?
memories.
I
of
just
Dayton,
no. I no. Actually,
Mississippi.
What happened to you in Dayton?
actually, I didn't have the greatest
what
time in
did you do?
Dayton, but I smoked weed there for sure, and just looked over my shoulder the whole time. So
Yeah.
it's just it's always nice.
just nice,
Any
yeah,
place
you're
that,
right.
any
Okay.
place that's flips.
I'm just doing emotional inventory.
Any
I get it
place
now.
that
I
goes-
understand. Yeah.
goes legal, I'm happy about.
I would love to note that the Mormon Church in Utah is on board.
Hey,
Of course they are.
Yeah.
got him in there, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
Those
what?
kids all
Their
stoned
whole
and
story is
creepy.
much more
Don't be
entertaining
gay,
when
but
you're
you can be
high.
high.
Yeah, but they don't want anything to do. This is very good for them, of course, because they hated the cartels in Colombia, right? So this is good. This may lessen. No, this might be a big thing for
cartels
the
of
Mormons.
Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the cartels in Mexico had a direct link to. It's a documentary I'll send it to you, but it's great. But the Mormons and the connection between the drug cartels. This will now curb it. It's very helpful. I can see why they're behind this.
You're
So
from
back here's out of space, eh?
John's from a very helpful place in
Spaceman.
general. John brought us from Canada.org's thing called Drug Free Kids.
I was just in Calgary. They're
yeah,
passing them out.
and he got a copy of the Cannabis Talk Kit. Know how to talk with your teen
Yeah.
about cannabis.
Lots of good facts in there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you think? Is this a good? I did, but is this a good idea? Like, look through some of these and say,
I like this list of why some teens use it to relax, to have fun,
yeah.
Okay.
to alter their perspective, to fit in. See, here's where we're getting in trouble. To experiment.
Oh,
he's
boy.
crazy, to try something new.
Yeah,
boy.
Teens
right.
are crazy
Next
with the
thing-
new stuff.
I know.
They always want to do
Gateway.
new things.
Then they'll do something they've never done before.
And they see also that it's natural and easy to get and easier to get than alcohol.
Oh.
So there you go, teens. I'm glad we had this discussion.
I'm glad
that
it's
true?
easier to get than
Here's
alcohol.
why you
now.
like it, and here's
Yeah.
how you get it.
Here are the reasons.
If you like it, you should get it. But anyway,
Yeah,
there's a bunch of stuff in
the
here.
old gateway drug was a weird one. Like,
yeah.
it's a gateway drug. I mean, I only wish it was a gateway drug, don't you?
To what?
Oh, I
Well,
will
just open the
Right
gate
into
and
my
then there
veins,
they
that's
are.
it.
It's like you're in this
Oh.
gate and there are the mushrooms and oh my God, I'll be in the opium for about 3 weeks. I'll see you guys. It'd be a great gateway drug. but it's not. It opens no gates.
I haven't tried any of that stuff.
What stuff?
I had
Opening
mushrooms a
gates?
couple of times.
It's the best, man.
I don't open
Oh.
gates, man. I climb them. I fucking climb a
That's
gate.
right. Remember San
Yeah.
Francisco? You were climbing gates all night long.
Just tell him this whole night we just make it all up.
The Golden
He was like,
Gate.
"That was
No
that
interest
night."
though in you are a purist. Marijuana. That's your.
What do you mean?
Well, because you said you don't
Oh, and
do
I like
any of those
alcohol,
other things.
too.
Alcohol's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy that very much. But,
Good.
No MDMA?
you know,
Molly? You know, weird.
never,
What
never
about?
tried
Do
it.
you ever
Never
make?
even tried it.
You ever make paint in, or sorry, you ever make alcohol in a toilet using prison recipes? Delicious.
I drank moonshine one time because Johnny Knoxville brought some as like a housewarming gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do. Yeah. Someone moved to a new home. Let's bring the moonshine.
Yeah, it wasn't my home, I should say. I didn't invite him over.
Do you not like Johnny Knoxville?
I do like him very much.
Oh, why'd you say it like that? Like it wasn't my. You know, I did. You
start
said
there,
I
start
did
there.
not.
I don't know
invite him
because
over.
I don't know him that way. I didn't want to make it sound. I was name dropping, but I wasn't like name of a friend.
But I think
dropping.
you made it worse. Like
Okay.
you don't know him, and
Knox,
now he
if you're
thinks there's a
watching,
feud.
text
I'm
up
just
right
saying.
now.
I don't
Say,
think he's
"What's
going to
up?"
think there's a feud
Well,
because
don't-
there's no way he watches this.
Well,
Nobody falls down. Nobody breaks anything.
One person tells another person before you know it, you're getting a call from this agent. I'm just saying, watch out. Watch your back. Watch your fucking back, man. I've seen it before. It's ugly. Someone insults one of the Jackass boys. You find him dead in a dumpster. Anyway. Yeah. No, it's not a happy story. Let me be clear. It is horrible. It's gruesome.
Okay,
Deal with it.
they say you shouldn't say to your teen, you shouldn't tell them you should stop smoking pot. You should tell them what should you say to them instead?
Oh, so
You should stop smoking pot is what they say. Don't say that.
don't stop talking. Okay.
Yeah. And the goal, of course, is to get them to stop.
Gotcha. So don't.
What would you say instead, Alicia?
I think the correct answer is to propose a healthier option. Like, why don't you take up running?
So that's not
Get
it.
those endorphins going. Get that high.
Women
Get that runner's
love
high.
runners.
Yeah.
Runner's high is so almost as good as a high.
Replace
high.
one high for another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, John?
I think it would be, and this is so telling them never smoke pot, goal being.
They basically don't want their kids smoking pot, but they don't. You shouldn't say you should stop smoking
right.
pot.
I would say, hey, keep smoking pot, but let me show you a picture of your Uncle Steve. And then I'm gonna pull this weird picture I found online and
Just like a rich
blow
guy
it up above their
standing
bed.
next to it.
Just a rich guy doing really well.
bed.
Rich guy just
I don't
that poverty sucks poster that used to be a thing. What do you think, Steph?
I would say
fangs,
that
at least.
they can smoke, but they would have to do it every time with me. So just be their creepy mom, like, you boys want to smoke?
Yeah, if
Let's
you
go to
wanna
the
smoke,
basement,
you have
huh?
to do it with Mom.
Get over here, me,
You're totally happy with
Turn
that?
the
That's a
lights
good
out. Oh
one.
yeah, I'm real happy with that.
Would you?
I would
like,
freak
yeah,
everybody
guys,
out.
let's all smoke a joint
Oh, yeah.
together.
Smoke it together.
I
I
came
don't know
from
why I'm
such a
waiting
different
for it.
family. This would be completely.
But it'll scare them.
Same.
They say that the parental figure should say, "I want you to stop smoking pot."
Oh.
Not you have to. That was
Like I
the
want
difference.
you. Like that's who do you? That's how you get your kid to stop by saying you want it to happen.
That's how easy it is in Canada.
no
They go,
this-
okay, mommy, daddy, love you. Bye bye, good night. And they go right to bed.
This is
Like all Canadians.
genuinely though. Like, don't you think? Okay, so this is what? Who published it? This is whatever, Canada.org. So the government is like, parents are gonna have to talk to teens.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't you think someone like you should have edited this? Like, if they had ultimate. Like, how would you say most of what's in there? Like, how would you talk to your team? I feel like they should have run
I would
this
say,
past-
hey, wait until you're in college. Everybody tries it in college. And then
Why
make up your mind then. If you want to do it earlier, there's some studies that say that it's bad for your developing brain, but
Okay.
I'm not going to
Got it.
I can't sit here high out of my mind telling you not to smoke pot. All right, we got to go to another break. Thank you, Alicia. That was awesome. Look for her on
Thanks,
Twitter.
Alicia.
And
Hey, thanks, guys.
we will see her again several times today. Yeah, and we'll be back after these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brew Aha, the comedy show drinking game. How y'all feeling tonight? We've created a drinking game that goes along with stand-up comedy. Anytime this sign lights up, you guys take a drink.
If you're ever in a position where you have to defend your actions as not smoking crack, you're like 100% smoking crack. Like, that's what you're doing. Just own it. Is crack one of the words? Because crackety crack crack.
For the comics, they will be getting progressively drunker throughout the show.
I'm really drunk as the Dickens right now. Christmas drunk, actually.
By the way, that's a whiskey drink that I just pounded for 13 seconds. Yeah, so probably about 3 minutes into this set, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, so.
You ready for this brouhaha to start?
They're gonna be loaded.
Hey, we're here on Legal Weed in Canada Day with Canadian comedians Steph Tolev and Jon Dore, and joining us now is the Dab King, the Dab Master of Southern California, Taylor Rizzo. If me and my guests, if we so choose, we get to, do some dabs. Did you do dabs the last time,
I think
Steph?
I did, yes.
All right, so she's done it. What do you think, John? Have you gone into that
think
world
pussy
at all?
I have not, but
Have you gone into the world of dabs?
I have not.
Are you
Tell me a
interested?
bit about the world of dabs, if you don't mind, and
do you
then
like
I'll
trying
make
things
an
that are
educated
new?
guess.
Do you like trying to fit in?
What's that, sir?
Nothing. I'm just telling you the reasons why
No,
you should do it.
what was the first one, though?
Do you like something new? You want to try something new?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
And
and do you want to fit in?
okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So I
These
should
are
try
the-
this, is what you're
these are the
saying.
reasons, that kids get pushed into this stuff.
Sure, you should. Why not? You're gonna do this at home.
Does it have
alone
dabs
as a
in here?
weirdo.
Does it talk about
It
dabs?
doesn't get there. I think they
Look
really
at
want to
mine.
head it off at marijuana
Go
in
in the
general.
appendix, see if there's dabs in there.
Okay,
I
I'll
bet
check
you
the.
there is.
I'll check the.
Check
Really,
the
doesn't want you
footnotes.
touching that. He's like, this is
I just
mine
want to know
now.
what to do with dabs.
Get away from me.
I know all of a sudden it's really
Whoa,
his.
like you got creepy with it.
I thought you gave it to me.
No, it is yours. but
Okay,
now
well,
you're
I'm afraid it'll
now you're like, no
I'm
one
afraid you
steal it
guys are
ever.
gonna keep away with it, and I'm not gonna ever get it back.
Thanks.
Have some trust. It's yours. I promise.
But the index is just blank. It just says notes.
Yeah. So no notes
Yeah,
yet.
you can
Autograph.
put some notes.
You
can write in the
discovered
back.
that. So we have to
This
rate the
advice
reactions
isn't
of your
working.
Yeah, we should all sign it today. We should sign. That's the official document.
I love it.
Legal.
Let's do some
but
research,
seriously,
make
I'm
some
going to
notes
get
at
all
the
the Canada guests today to sign it, and then we'll figure out a way to give it to a viewer or something. That'll be fun. So Taylor's already
You know,
off
my
to the
gift was
races
gonna
over
be
there.
given away to anyone.
He's
like,
already-
I brought that for Doug.
Oh, I'll keep it then.
Oh no, you've traded this
I
whole
will keep
thing
it.
about signing it off, and people will buy it online and they'll raise money, more money than that's ever been raised before. Unbelievable. No, do you want that? Honestly, it's no big.
I'll sign it just in case.
I did bring it for you.
Just
though.
in case we decide to do that.
10 more times.
I was gonna do 9. You're right. 10's funnier.
10's always funnier.
Yeah.
I always 10.
Comedy comes in 10s. That was always your theory.
That was.
You're always
Jokes
like,
were long, but
you're always like, why
that's
don't
the
I just say this 10
Yeah.
times in a row?
Yeah.
I'm going to start a fund to
That's
raise
how you got your green
money.
card.
It is.
They're like, she's an
for 6
exceptional
hours
talent.
doing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a fund to raise money so I can move to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And the fund and the organization is going to be called Doug Free America. Here we go. Daniel's not even listening. That was a solid piece of comedy you missed.
Daniel.
There's only one laugher in the room, and you just skipped out on me.
This must be the strangest show for you to sit there and watch. And then just start. What are you writing, by the way?
He just gets all his emails done while he's sitting there. Yeah, he's getting
Really
stuff done.
focused.
All right, so who's next?
Funny
Who
bits.
I'll do it. I'll do
Gonna
it.
go first?
Yeah, it's never too early to get too
Strangest thing
fucked
to be
up.
sitting here and have
in a
someone being
marathon.
so bored with us that they're writing on a fucking script. Daniel, Diamond, put it down for a bit. Pay
Daniel
attention. You might, Daniel Kellison. You might learn a little something. This is the dab section,
Do you
all
have an
right?
actual nickname?
Canada
Daniel?
has no notes on this. This is completely, Canada's oblivious to this, so here we go.
Daniel from Windy City Heat.
Oh, okay.
You've never heard Diamond Daniel?
I'd never heard that.
Have you seen the movie Windy City Heat?
I have.
How do
So
you
then
feel
I
about
did
that?
hear it, I guess.
Okay.
I like Windy City Heat.
I loved it.
It's really crazy.
It might be my favorite.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's super
Sometimes
fun.
I don't know why, but I go crazy for that movie.
I love the stuff with the refrigerator Perry.
Right. How am I gonna chill my food? How am I gonna chill my food? That is the best movie of all time.
All right, Windy City Heat, everybody, check it out.
Yeah,
Never seen it.
Trying to
Feel
get
bad.
John to come on Doug Loves Movies and talk about weed. So I'm going to start doing a new thing here. Oh, so first, do you want to dab, or does this look like something you would enjoy, or?
I'm not opposed to it, but I'm okay right now. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll have a dab in a bit.
Okay. Well,
Can I do a baby
You're not going to be
one?
with us for too much longer, but Steph's going to do a baby one first.
It's a small one. I don't want to be, weird. Like,
And while she does
I
that,
don't want to go home. Like, oh, I'm Doug now. You know what I mean?
yeah. While she does that, I've got questions from people that are members of the 420 Club on Patreon.
What happened? Oh boy. It's like Mousetrap. What are these, Doug? Letters from who? Humans? People?
These are people
I'll do
that,
all four.
contribute to keeping the show going by joining the 420 Club on Patreon.
Oh,
And they get to ask questions. But they're
Smooth. Ooh, that's what I get
racist?
you.
they're not questions for they're racist questions.
What? Everyone wrote
Yeah.
a racist question this
Yeah.
week? That's terrible.
Yeah, so I'm just skimming through them, just trying to find non-racist
I'm just trying
ones.
to rank them in order first.
Someone named Chris Blue says, "Do you still do stand-up or just do your podcast?" And
That's for me, probably.
that's probably
I'll tell you right now.
Tell us,
Is that for
how
you?
do you split things up between your podcast and your stand-up?
How do you do that?
How much of each do you do?
How much do you do?
I do too. I do too much of one and not enough of the other. That's probably why he's asking. I do stand-up dates here and there, but I'm mostly I enjoy doing my podcast out on the road.
Why don't the four of us go on
it's
tour?
fun.
Just stand up every day for a year, no matter what day it is, for a full year. 365. We call it the 365 Club.
Just anywhere you are. Doesn't have to be in a comedy
No,
club.
we get a place, venue, and there's a couple of them that I didn't know stand-up was going to be there, and those are going to be fun episodes. But let's do that. 360. No, all it requires is, of us is 365 days of our life in a row. That's it. Yeah.
You haven't even done a hit for this thing, and you seem more dabbed out than any of us.
You do.
I'm totally dabbed out.
Dab it up. Dab daddy.
But yeah, that's the answer.
You.
My answer to that question is I do stand-up and podcasts, and
Not a bad idea, though, 365.
I move it around.
Isn't that just a residency?
What's the longest tour you guys have ever done? Have you ever done like a really long one?
Is that on there?
Nuh-uh, that one's right out of my
So
brain.
you're like, throw the cards away, let's ask genuine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be real about it.
I'm gonna interview you guys while you're here.
What's the question again? How long is what? Who been on the road?
You ever been on a long, like sometimes I'll go 10 days in a row or something like that?
I think the longest, like 3 weeks, and that was a bit much.
Yeah.
Not that long. Like,
I'm still on the road.
he's
No
never
joke.
left.
No, it's a spirit question for me. Like, my soul is always on the road,
What's that
Is that
snack?
what you mean, by the way, when you
What?
ask me that?
What? Well, I was asking about your soul, yes. I wasn't.
Good, thank
I
God.
wasn't interested in your
I understood.
Your
I understood.
body.
I got it.
What snack? I heard the word snack. I got
Yeah,
excited.
yeah. What's the snack that you were in the ads for?
Oh, I know.
Are you still the spokesman for
What
those
is it?
like
Those-
chocolate-covered
those
berries?
Brooksides. Brooksides. I love.
Those things are delicious, first of all.
I love. They are so fucking good.
This
And
is
I
not
didn't
a
know you were
natural
in
reaction to
it.
dabs.
Someone sent it to me because they said your favorite chocolate John Dore's in, and I was like,
It's like meeting
a
Brad
creep.
Pitt. It's like meeting Brad Pitt
It is. I'm like,
instantly.
oh my God,
but not knowing you were
Brookside
sitting
guy.
next to him the whole time.
You could stare at him the whole time until.
Guy.
Oh my God, the chocolate and the thing. You couldn't form a sentence.
I
The
just
thing and the
found out-
chocolate and the
deal
guy
for
and from
me.
the stuff and oh my God, I'm like, oh my God.
Large
we
bags,
never do this on the
delicious,
show. I'm so
delicious
excited to
chocolate.
do this. We've got a clip from John Dore's new show.
Oh,
He's got a new Comedy Central
yes.
show. We actually
Thank
have a
you.
clip from it. We've never. This is so exciting.
You know what? I don't even have to.
Do you wanna set it up? You
I
don't
don't
set
have
it
to.
up.
Actually, you run the clip.
wanna set it?
This is what the show's
This
explains.
is from this new show.
Explains
I'm so
itself.
excited.
Big questions, huge answers.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
That was great.
That's great.
Put on a bit of weight for the roll, but it's gonna work. Actually, it was a small bike. It was a really small bike.
Tiny
Yeah,
bike,
so that's why my gut
yeah.
looks so big. Anyway.
All right, that's
So
your
that
new
pretty
show.
much explains it. Comes out December 3rd on Comedy Central
Nice.
after the Daily Show. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
JohnDore.com for your tour dates. And Steph has a mini tour with Deb DiGiovanni called Separated at Birth.
What's a mini tour? You don't do as much time?
No, we're doing like 3 shows.
3 cities.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
San Francisco, October 21st. Eugene, Oregon, October 22nd. And Portland, Oregon, October 23rd.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're down to the 2-minute warning, you guys. Only 2 minutes left. Do you want to get a dab in, John?
There's still time.
Dab it. Dab it.
All dab it.
That's not
Okay, I love a chant.
Yeah,
That's so
Thank you
fun.
for that cheer. I appreciate
Chants
it.
are really
we
fun.
really got
Chat
you.
was
Everyone
really
got into it.
That's not in this. That's not in this book that kids often get chanted
chants.
into doing things.
But that's when you want to feel cool to fit in.
The next edition, though, things you can also do. Okay, come on.
All right, so this is gonna melt on here, and you can go ahead and start pulling it. Oh.
Do you have breath? Yeah.
Get your
You do
burp
the breath
out.
first,
I
yeah.
want to apologize. That was disgusting.
You
No,
could
but I
probably
did.
propel
No, you threw it
yourself
away
in
though.
a
If
chair
you
across
did it
the
right here, I would be
country and-
really
No
revolted by
question. That was super
Go for
nice,
it.
but
Just pull it just like a bong.
pull it like a bong
Yeah.
and anytime.
Yeah, just go for it. Go, 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 go. And
Go, go,
Our
go.
boy's
Tell your
learning.
story.
He's all grown up. Look at him. Look at him go. Oh, how's it feel?
I burped. What?
Did you not get it? What happened?
there's still a little bit in there.
Pussy.
Oh, sorry.
Couldn't
What
even
am I
suck
doing?
it
I'm
all
holding
out
up
like a
on this
woman.
and
Just pull this.
I don't know.
yeah, which I am.
Put your mouth on there.
Yeah,
And
I am.
suck. There you go.
Oh, I see. I missed some. I see what you're saying.
Just a little bit left.
Wow.
You didn't give him a huge one, right?
No, I didn't want to go crazy.
Yeah. First dab.
Congratulations.
Right here.
I got to ride home, right?
I'm so proud. What are we going to name it?
No, you're driving home. They give us a car to drive home now. We're like, bye.
That's so cool. Is it a
it
golf
fun?
cart?
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank
Just want
you
to
for
say,
being
here's your
here.
golf carts. Have fun in them. Drive as fast as you can.
We're going to be back sooner
Here's a
than
nuclear
ever
weapon.
before.
Thank you for coming on the show. Here's a nuclear weapon. Do what you want with it. Try and be responsible.
Next episode starts in just a few minutes. We'll go to a break and we'll come back with more guests and more dabs and more hot
Do we want
topics.
to run that promo one more time?
Thank you,
It is
John
such-
Dore.
No, it's a cool looking
Steph
guy. Go out
Tolev.
on a cool guy on a motorbike like
Happy
that.
Canada's legal.
Yes.
Love you.
Everybody.
Love you, great grandpa.
Mwah.
Oh, great grandpa watches? That's sweet.
Trudeau.
Thanks, Taylor Rizzo.
He's 110.